Hello students. I decided to make this video because some of you have started your work in Essential Skills for the Healthcare Provider and some of you have not. So I just wanted to post this video to discuss some of what you'll be seeing in week one's work and in week two's work. And if you haven't completed those yet, I'm going to urge you to get started because week three gets a little bit more complicated. However, first things first, so welcome to the class. I am the Director of Sleep Technology, and I created this class specifically for my sleep students. However, I do open it up to open enrollment, so I do often have other students who are not in sleep technology, and I welcome you too, as well, to this class. So, if you are not super astute with Brightspace yet, you have the content button that you can click on, and when you click on your things that are course content over here, one of the first things I have listed is course information, and there's a student manual and a course outline. The course outline lists everything that you have to complete for each lesson and the date that it's due. So, lesson 1 has started and everything is due by the 6th. So I start my classes on Monday at 8 a.m. and everything is due on Sunday at midnight. So, lesson 1 is due, it will be this Sunday at midnight, and some people have already started with lesson 2's work. So, back to the table of contents, and then the course content. So, this is what Module 1 looks like, and I do have a checklist for each module, and so you can go through and make sure you do all of the content for that module. So, the first thing I have you do is to do an introduction. I have an introduction flyer posted that I created so you can learn more about me, and this is in a Microsoft Word format. Here we go. And this is how I got into sleep. Pictures of my husband and my puppy, who is now getting older, and what I do in my spare time. Now, you guys don't have to do as much as I did here, but what I do also have is a link to the software that's called S'more. And this is what my introduction looks like in the software. Now, I like to include technology-infused lessons so you guys can learn more about technology, but one of the things that I wanted you to see here is S'more is a free software, and you can create flyers or introductions for you in either your personal or professional life. Okay, back to Module 1. So that's my introduction flyer. More Than Just People is a video that I really like to have people in healthcare watch, and it just helps you learn that every person you come in contact with in healthcare has a story. Here is the link in the discussion board where you can introduce yourself, and you have to introduce yourself and respond to other students at the very least. And here are the things that I ask you to discuss about yourself. Pretty quick and informal, and I respond to every student who does an introduction. Here is something that I am a big fan of. It's a learning style quiz. This is something that you can do on your own, and what it basically shows you is whether you're a visual learner, an auditory learner, or a kinesthetic learner. And that means you like to do tactile things. So it just gives you a little bit of information about yourself, just so you learn whether you need to make flashcards, or you need to make colorful flashcards, or you need to read to yourself and then repeat it back from your phone, or you sometimes if you need to work on things with your hands, flashcards are good for that too. So here we go. Organizing your week and study schedule. The reason why it's important for you to do this, and I have it both in like a Word document or, here we go, let's open it up, so you can actually write in it. But what I am looking for is for you to give me a basic week, Sunday through Saturday, of what your week looks like and how many hours a week that you can set aside to study. There's a reason behind this assignment. What I have found that adult learners do, and I've even been guilty of this myself, is we set aside time for work, we set aside time for family, we set aside time for going to school, but we just figure that we're going to study when we get around to it. And it's really important for you to plan this out so you know how many hours a week that you can set aside to study and get your calendar organized. It is recommended for a full-time program to put aside 20 hours a week for studying. And finally, the last assignment is, what would you like to learn in this class? You click on this and just type in it and respond to me. I'm the only one that sees it. And I do take a look at this and incorporate this into my lesson plan if I get a lot of people saying one particular thing or another. But I do make sure I touch on all of the topics that you guys submit. So that is an overview of Module 1. And being that today's Friday, your time is almost run out. But I just wanted to get you guys to catch up. And honestly, I like to start Module 1 off a little bit relaxed. All of the assignments that you'll do in here probably will take about 30 minutes. If you watch all the video and review everything and read everything, it takes about maybe an hour tops. But I want everyone to look through the material and get started. And I want you to catch up and be on topic for Module 2, because that gets you to look at some other things. But Module 3, we're going to go over some more challenging content that I don't know if everyone's done before. I really like to go over collegiate rating in this first class. And the reason why that's so important is when you go into other programs, like maybe if you're going to go into nursing, or maybe if you're going to start taking other classes in college, they don't go over collegiate writing, and they do not go over APA style of writing, which is pretty much standard in college as a format to follow. They don't go over this or really teach it per se, and that's something that they just expect students to know when they go into a class. And so sometimes you can feel like you're really behind if you haven't been in college for a while, or if it's been a while since you've been in high school, and I'm going to give you a writing refresher. So by the time you leave this class, you'll feel confident in your writing abilities. So I'm going to post this video in the announcements so you all can take a look at it. And throughout the weeks, I may be posting other videos just to check in with you. Since this is an online class, there's not a lot of interaction. I do, in week 6, get you guys all together for asynchronous time. I'll be sending out invites for that, and also suggestions as to what times are good for everyone. So I will be seeing you asynchronously via video until then. But I look forward to seeing all of your faces, and feel free to email me. And if you need some one-on-one time, we can do a Zoom call, or I can just answer your questions via email. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.